In a universe where love between species is forbidden, an unforeseen romance defies all odds. Meet Laaya, a humanoid, and Grayson, a human soldier, whose daring connection ignites hope amidst fear and prejudice. As their bond grows, they face interstellar challenges, testing their courage and love. How far would you go to break boundaries and challenge ethical norms for love? If you want to dive into real stories of parallel realities every day, in enigmatic, technological worlds that are completely different from our planet, subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Well, let's go. I apologize, but you have only provided a brief summary of the story, not details from the first chapter. Could you please provide details or a summary of Chapter 1 so I can expand it as requested? This will help me deliver a thorough and engaging narrative based on the existing content. Laaya and Zion ventured into the labyrinthine streets of Surfera, a gritty network of alleys and towering structures that seemed to loom ever closer under the planet's dusky sky. On the surface, Surfera revealed itself as an enigmatic hub of cultural exchanges and interstellar trade, but lurking just beneath the bustling facade were layers of danger and intrigue. Here, the streets were never silent. The ambient hum of neon signs and the murmur of countless conversations formed a chaotic symphony that permeated the air. Surfera was notorious for its lawless zones, hidden within the maze of densely packed buildings and shadow-filled alleys. Every corner hid potential perils, from rival mercenary gangs staking their territories to rogue androids preying on unsuspecting travelers. But today's encounter held a particular malevolence. A gang of armed thugs, each adorned with makeshift armor and augmented limbs, eyes gleaming with the thrill of malice, blocked Laaya and Zion's path. Laaya's breath quickened as fear coiled in her chest like a serpent, its icy fangs piercing her resolve. Zion's muscles bunched, a low, rumbling growl emanating from deep within his massive chest. His intricate carapace, covered in interlocking scales that shimmered like polished obsidian, flexed as he prepared to defend his companion. Just as Zion's claws began to unsheathe, ready to retaliate against the impending threat, a figure materialized from the gloom. The emerging silhouette was unmistakable: Sergeant Grayson Hamilton, his posture as steadfast as his determination. Clad in his combat gear, he exuded an aura of unyielding strength. His steely blue eyes fixed on the assailants, assessing and calculating, as the pale light from a nearby holographic advertisement cast an ethereal glow on his rugged features. Without hesitation, Grayson inserted himself between Laaya and the encroaching danger. Despite the heavy odds, his presence was a beacon of defiance. His voice, calm yet authoritative, cut through the tension like a blade. The thugs hesitated, momentarily swayed by the soldier's unwavering stance and the apparent readiness for confrontation in his demeanor. Grayson's resolute eyes held a promise of unrelenting protection and an unwillingness to yield to fear. As the confrontation reached its peak, Grayson's bravery became more than just an act of courage. It resonated deeply with Laaya. The thug's leader, a burly brute with cybernetic enhancements that replaced half his face with cold steel and flickering LEDs, snarled but ultimately decided it wasn't worth the trouble. With a sneer, he signaled his men to withdraw, leaving behind a palpable tension that slowly dissipated into the clamor of the marketplace. In the aftermath, Laaya's heart still pounded, though now she felt a different kind of warmth seeping into her being: gratitude. Her walls, carefully constructed over years of isolation and mistrust, began to crack. Grayson's protective intervention planted a seed of hope in her heart, hinting at the possibility of genuine companionship in a universe that had thus far seemed implacable and cold. Finding themselves in the aftermath of the skirmish and the ebb of adrenaline, Laaya and Grayson continued their journey through the labyrinthine streets of Surfera, seeking the solace of more secure quarters. The landscape, with its sleek, gravity-defying architecture and swarms of multi-species denizens, provided a stark contrast to the intimate bond forming between the trio. As Laaya and Grayson maneuvered through the dense crowds and eclectic market stalls, the reality of Zion's role as her protector and companion was clear. His towering presence, with sinewy muscles and reptilian grace, served not only as a shield against physical threats but also as a buffer against emotional vulnerability, until now. Grayson's unflinching bravery began to dissolve that barrier, showing Laaya that trust could be redefined in this boundless expanse of space. Their path led them to the Hard District, a less hazardous part of Surfera known for its vibrant energy and lively congregations. Here, the architecture was a blend of organic forms and advanced technology, luminescent trees entwined with hollow projector leaves, buildings that seemed to breathe with the ebb and flow of light and shadow. Market stalls boasted an array of interstellar delicacies, crafted artifacts, and technological marvels that captured the essence of various cultures strewn across the galaxy. Amidst the cacophony of bartering voices and the dynamic displays of alien wares, Laaya's thoughts constantly drifted back to Grayson's selfless act of protection. She began to see him as far more than just a soldier. He was a beacon of hope, a silent promise of understanding, and perhaps, a glimpse into a future she had long thought impossible. The notion of companionship, of someone who genuinely cared, instilled in her a sense of longing, a yearning for connection that had been buried under the weight of years spent in isolation and guarded by Zion's ever-watchful presence. As the trio moved deeper into the Hard District, they stumbled upon a semi-secluded alleyway lined with bioluminescent vines that emitted a soothing glow. Here, amidst the soft ambient light and the relative quiet, Grayson suggested they take a moment to rest. There, sitting on an adorned bench carved out of a single piece of luminium, the prized local metal known for its subtle glow, Laaya allowed herself to relax for the first time in what felt like eons. Grayson, observing her closely, felt a surge of empathy. He recognized the burden she carried, the weight of loneliness and the barriers she had built around her heart. His resolve to protect her deepened, fueled by a desire to be more than just a transient ally. His hope was to become a steadfast presence in her life, a rock in the unpredictable currents of the cosmos. Through the interwoven vines and the rustling leaves, a gentle breeze carried the scent of exotic flowers and rich spices, creating an ephemeral sense of tranquility. In this serene moment, their hearts subtly aligned, casting aside the shadows of past fears and opening doors to new possibilities. With each passing second, Laaya's trust in Grayson solidified, and she found herself drawn inexorably closer to him, her yearning for companionship intensifying. But as much as this moment of calm offered respite, it was overshadowed by the ever-looming reality of the dangers they faced. Surfera, with all its wonders and perils, was merely a backdrop to the profound shifts occurring within Laaya and Grayson. The bond that began in the heat of conflict was now nurtured in the embrace of shared silence and mutual respect, propelling them toward an uncertain yet tantalizing future. As Laaya leaned back against the bench, her thoughts wandered to Zion, her ever-loyal protector. She knew that his role in her life was not just one of physical defense but also of emotional guardianship. Months had passed since the last time Laaya had seen Grayson in the bustling streets of Surfera. The labyrinthine alleys and hidden dangers of that outpost felt light years away as Laaya made her way through the Futuristic Science and Technology Conference on Earth. This event was a milestone in her career, an opportunity to present her groundbreaking botanical research, cultivated from the exotic flora of her home planet, Pharaxia. As Laaya entered the grand auditorium, a sense of anticipation and nervousness surged through her. Earth's technology had always fascinated her, and seeing these advancements up close was nothing short of exhilarating. Towering holographic displays showcased biotechnological feats from across the galaxy, while the integrated AI systems facilitated seamless interactions between species. Yet, amidst this technological wonderland, Her mind often drifted back to Grayson and the memories of their shared moments on Surfera. Moving through the throng of scientists, researchers, and military personnel, Laaya could feel eyes upon her. Her luminescent emerald skin and striking features made her stand out even among the diversity of species present. She was accustomed to the mixture of curiosity and wariness, but conflicting emotions of isolation and hope intertwined within her today. As she mingled with other attendees, demonstrating and discussing her research, a familiar presence halted her mid-sentence. Could it be? She turned swiftly, and there he was, Grayson Hamilton, cutting through the crowd with a sense of purpose that resonated deep within her. Dressed in his military uniform, the blue and silver insignias gleaming under the artificial lights, Grayson's presence commanded respect and authority. His steel blue eyes, the ones that had drawn Laaya in from the very beginning, met hers with an unwavering intensity. Their eyes locked, and for a moment, the bustling conference melted away. The connection, as palpable as a gravitational pull, drew them closer. Finally, Grayson reached her, his smile breaking the emotional tension like the first light of dawn. Amid the buzz and hum of endless conversation, they embraced, two souls reunited against the backdrop of a buzzing human metropolis. The juxtaposition of Laaya's alien form against the cold, structured energy of Earth's most advanced technology made them the focal point of many intrigued glances. However, neither of them paid attention to the spectators. The universe had conspired once more to align their paths, and the sensation was nothing short of miraculous. Grayson's invitation for Laaya to join him in exploring Earth's unique wonders was met with eager acceptance. They ventured outside, away from the artificial cantina, into the soft, natural light of Earth's atmosphere. Here, beneath the azure sky and ancient trees, they shared dreams and fears, revealing parts of themselves that had remained hidden even in their previous encounters. Walking hand in hand through botanical gardens that mirrored the ethereal beauty of Laaya's studies, they discovered mutual aspirations and a future more intertwined than either had dared to hope. Grayson spoke of his family's legacy, his father's strict military upbringing, and the silent battles he had fought to maintain his individuality. Laaya shared stories of mysterious Phyraxian flora, plants that could cure diseases thought incurable, and her mission to integrate science and nature harmoniously across galaxies. In these quiet moments, they were not simply a soldier and a botanist, but two kindred spirits bound by an unspoken understanding. Under the starlit sky, with constellations twinkling like celestial witnesses, Grayson's voice cut through the tranquil night. His heartfelt confession, standing under the silver glow of Sol's moon, left Laaya breathless. "I wish to be with you forever," Grayson confessed, his voice unyieldingly sincere. A declaration that shattered the invisible walls Laaya had built around her heart, an emotion she had never anticipated but now could not imagine living without. Laaya felt a wellspring of emotion surge within her chest. This confession was more than mere words, it was a vow, a binding promise that defied not only societal norms but the deep-seated fear of the unfamiliar. Grayson's words bridged not just the physical distance between them but the very chasm of interspecies separation that had marked their lives until now. Together, they began to plan a life neither had previously dared to imagine. The thought of starting anew on Safiria, a planet famed for its ethereal landscapes and peace, became the beacon of their dreams. The prospect of leaving Earth, with its blend of past traumas and military strictures, did not faze Grayson. Rather, it invigorated him. Their days were filled with detailed discussions of their future, logistical planning interspersed with stolen glances and tender moments. They delved deep into what it would mean to share a life, merging their paths in ways both practical and transcendent. Laaya's eyes sparkled with the enthusiasm of possibility, her love for Grayson a tangible force that could light up entire solar systems. The countdown began for their journey to Safiria. Every step taken was laced with excitement and anticipation, from the selection of their spacecraft to the careful packing of their combined belongings. They chose a sleek, state-of-the-art vessel capable of faster-than-light travel, an engineering marvel symbolic of their soon-to-be shared destiny. Amidst the technical preparations, an emotional current ran deep, entwining their spirits. They visited key places on Earth that held sentimental value for Grayson, creating memories Laaya could carry with her to their new home. Standing on the rugged cliffs overlooking Earth's vast oceans, Grayson's fearlessness and Laaya's inherent grace converged, a harmonious blend of strength and beauty against nature's raw backdrop. As their ship's engines roared to life, casting a luminescent glow on the launchpad, they embraced a feeling of unity. The complexity of leaving one world for another was mitigated by the simplicity of their love, a force that had seen them through perilous times and would now guide them across galaxies. The journey through the cosmos marked a significant transition. Against the backdrop of stars and interstellar phenomena, Laaya and Grayson experienced moments of profound intimacy, despite the vastness around them. The ship's advanced AI catered to their every need, creating an environment conducive to planning and reflection. Grayson's familiarity with spacecraft logistics, combined with Laaya's deep understanding of life sciences, brought a synergy to their planning sessions. They discussed the practicalities of settling on a new planet while recounting the adventures they had experienced together thus far. These conversations further cemented their relationship, creating a solid foundation built on mutual respect and shared objectives. In the quiet confines of their vessel, ethical dilemmas began to surface. The taboo of their interspecies relationship wasn't a distant concern. It was an imminent reality that could create rifts in both their societies. These realizations opened doors to long, thoughtful discussions on morality, tolerance, and the possibility of paving the way for greater acceptance in an increasingly interconnected galaxy. Laaya often found herself grappling with the potential fallout of their union. The silver expanse of Safiria stretched out below them as Laaya and Grayson stood on the observation deck of their transport shuttle. The starry abyss surrounding the planet seemed to pulse in response to their quickening hearts, the anticipation almost tangible. The shuttle's interior hummed softly, a blend of advanced technology and soft, ambient lighting designed to keep travelers at ease. Grayson and Laaya exchanged a look that conveyed 1,000 unspoken promises. His steel blue eyes softened as he took her slender hand in his, their fingers interlocking with a confidence that came from shared trials. The shuttle began its descent, and the breathtaking landscape of Safiria emerged. Ethereal plains of crystalline flora glimmered like a dreamscape, rivers reflecting the twin suns' radiance with a surreal glow. Safiria's atmosphere was unlike any other. The air was imbued with the scent of luminescent flowers and the resonance of distant waterfalls, creating a serene yet vibrant soundscape. As they disembarked, the pair was greeted by the local Safirian delegation. The delegates' robes shimmered with intricate patterns woven from the fabrics of their celestial textiles, creating a visual symphony that paralleled the planet's natural beauty. Raxus, the leader of the delegation, approached them. His towering form and intricate emerald scales reflected the planet's verdant hues. His eyes, deep pools of knowledge, hinted at the wisdom accrued over eons. "Welcome to Safiria, Laaya and Grayson. Your union is a beacon of hope for many," Raxus intoned, his voice a harmonious blend of deep resonance and ethereal timbre. Through telepathic translators, Grayson gleaned the genuine warmth and respect behind Raxus's words. Laaya bowed slightly, the elegance of her movements echoing the grace of her spirit. Zion, ever the vigilant guardian, remained a silent presence, his massive frame casting an imposing yet comforting shadow. Grayson stepped forward, his military training evident in his confident stance. "Thank you, Raxus. We're honored to join your world and to contribute to its peace and prosperity." Raxus inclined his head, acknowledging their resolve. Your journey has just begun. Safiria welcomes you, but the path forward will demand much of you both. As they began to integrate into Safirian life, Grayson and Laaya found themselves part of a community that valued harmony above all. Safiria's technology was a seamless blend of organic and synthetic, powered by a consciousness that seemed woven into the fabric of the planet itself. Trees communicated through a network of bioluminescent pulses, and the very ground seemed to respond to the beings that tread upon it, curving softly to accommodate their presence. Days turned into weeks as they settled into their new home, a dwelling nestled within the protective embrace of ancient, towering trees. The walls ebbed and flowed like living organisms, offering both privacy and connection. The constant interplay of light and shadow within mirrored the evolving dynamics of their relationship. One evening, as the twin suns dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the land, Grayson and Laaya sat outside their home. The quiet hum of distant wildlife intertwined with the whispers of the breeze through the trees. Laaya leaned against Grayson, feeling the solid reassurance of his presence. Under the stars, they spoke of their dreams and fears. Grayson's hand gently traced the outline of Laaya's slender arm as he shared his vision of building a sanctuary for others like them. Laaya's eyes sparkled with excitement as she imagined a haven where species from across the galaxy could come together in peace and unity. This world is the cornerstone of our dreams, Grayson, Laaya murmured, her voice soft yet resolute. We'll show the universe that love knows no bounds. Grayson tightened his embrace, his heart swelling with a mixture of pride and determination. Together, Laaya, we'll make it happen. This is only the beginning. The deeper they delved into Safirian culture, the more they realized the inherent challenges. The idyllic facade masked an intricate web of alliances and power struggles. The planet's tranquility was a delicate balance, maintained through centuries of diplomatic finesse and mutual respect. Safirians prided themselves on their collective wisdom, often communicated through the mesmerizing dances of their bioluminescent flora. One encounter that stood out was with Dr. Rhea, a revered Safirian botanist whose knowledge of the planet's flora was unparalleled. Dr. Rhea's form was sleek and agile, her skin a tapestry of soft blues and purples that shimmered with ethereal light. She spoke with a voice like the gentle rustling of leaves, blending scientific precision with poetic beauty. During a guided tour of Safiria's crystalline forests, Dr. Rhea introduced them to the Amara tree, an ancient organism whose roots spanned miles, connecting various ecosystems. The tree's shimmering leaves emitted a soothing glow, responding to the emotions of those nearby. The Amara tree represents the interconnectedness of all life on Safiria, Dr. Rhea explained. Its roots are our roots, binding us in a continuum of existence. Touched by the poignancy of Dr. Rhea's words, Laaya and Grayson found new layers to their mission. The tree's symbolism mirrored their aspirations, connections that transcended boundaries and differences. However, not everyone in Safiria was as welcoming. Hidden beneath the harmonious surface were factions that viewed outsiders with suspicion. The most vocal was Sarek, a Safirian elder whose demeanor was as rigid as his beliefs. His scales were a darker shade of green, and his eyes, though sharp, carried an unyielding coldness. You bring change, and with it, uncertainty, Sarek had said bluntly during a council meeting. Safiria has thrived for millennia because we adhered to our ways. Grayson met Sarek's gaze steadily. Change is inevitable, Elder Sarek. It's how we adapt that defines our strength. Sarek's eyes narrowed, his skepticism palpable. We shall see, human. We shall see. Despite the resistance, the couple's presence began to initiate subtle shifts. Laaya's botanical expertise led to breakthroughs in understanding Safiria's symbiotic ecosystems, while Grayson's strategic acumen helped fortify defenses against external threats. Their contributions slowly began to earn them respect, even among the skeptics. One particularly memorable moment was when a cosmic storm threatened to devastate a vital agricultural zone. Utilizing Grayson's tactical knowledge and Laaya's understanding of the flora, they orchestrated a defense strategy that safeguarded the lands. Their efforts were a testament to the power of collaboration, blending human ingenuity with Safirian wisdom. As the storm subsided, the sun broke through the clouds, casting a radiant glow over the rejuvenated landscape. Safirians and outsiders alike marveled at the resilience of the land and the unlikely heroines who had helped protect it. In the aftermath, Raxus approached them, his eyes glowing with approval. Upon the enchanting lands of Safiria, Laaya and Grayson began their newfound life amidst a landscape that seemed as if it had been plucked directly from a dream. Safiria was a planet unlike any other, its ethereal beauty and profound tranquility setting the perfect backdrop for their interstellar love story. The skies were an expanse of shimmering auroras, casting a mesmerizing glow over the serene, crystalline lakes and the endless meadows adorned with bioluminescent flora. Every corner of this world seemed to be a manifestation of their aspirations brought to life. Zion, their steadfast alien companion, remained a towering presence beside them. His formidable yet protective nature symbolized the guardian of their love, an ever-present sentinel in their journey. The beast's eyes, often misinterpreted as intimidating, softened with a profound loyalty and understanding whenever he gazed upon Laaya and Grayson. It was as if Zion could comprehend the monumental significance of their bond, standing resilient against the skepticism of a universe that often shunned such connections. Their days on Safiria were filled with exploration and discovery, each moment a testament to their shared ambitions and the deepening of their bond. Laaya, with her background in botanical research, was in awe of the planet's unique flora. She meticulously catalogued each new species, her eyes twinkling with the joy of discovery, much like the twinkling constellations above them. Grayson, ever the protector and guide, assisted her with unwavering dedication, ensuring her safety as they meandered through the extraordinary landscapes. Despite the tranquility of their surroundings, challenges were inevitable. The harmonious world of Safiria was not without its cosmic twists and unexpected hurdles. They encountered sudden, meteorological anomalies that could only be explained by the planet's fractured magnetic field. At those times, Grayson's military precision and strategic foresight proved invaluable, sheltering them from nature's fury and reinforcing the fortitude of their partnership. In those moments, the bond they shared glowed even brighter, their connection a beacon amidst the chaos. Their nights were spent under a canopy of stars that seemed closer than anywhere else. It was during these serene nocturnal hours that they'd embrace the challenges of the day, finding comfort in each other's arms. The soft glow of Safiria's twin moons cast long shadows, creating an almost ethereal dimension to their tender moments. Their conversation often drifted into the realm of dreams and futures, where their only obstacles were the limits of their imagination. Grayson's deep, steel-blue eyes would meet Laaya's, and they would lose themselves in each other's gaze, a silent communication that spoke volumes. They reminisced about the early days of their meeting, the fear, the hope, the unlikely bond that had ignited between a human soldier and an alien botanist. It seemed surreal thinking about how far they had come, the audacity of their love defying the cold, distant universe. In time, the local inhabitants of Safiria, a reclusive and enigmatic species known as the Luminari, took notice of the newcomers. Initially, there was a wall of cautious observation, but as days turned into weeks, curiosity overtook hesitation. The Luminari were ethereal beings, their translucent forms glowing with an inner light, their movements fluid as if dancing with the very fabric of space-time. Recognizing the purity of Laaya and Grayson's love and the symbiotic relationship they shared with Zion, the Luminari began to see them as part of their own realm, an extraordinary acceptance from a species known for their aloofness. In an ancient ceremony beneath the pulsar tree, a colossal, glowing organism considered sacred by the Luminari, Laaya and Grayson, were honored. The pulsar tree's luminescent roots spread across the earth like veins of cosmic energy, its branches extending toward the heavens. In this sacred place, the Luminari chanted sonorous hymns in an alien tongue, their voices blending seamlessly with the natural symphony of Safiria. The ceremony was a symbolic union, not just of two beings, but of disparate worlds and ideologies. Grayson and Laaya, standing hand in hand beneath the radiant branches, felt a profound sense of belonging. With Zion beside them, the protective aura of the pulsar tree enveloping them, it was clear that they were exactly where they were meant to be. This ethereal acceptance was more than just a ceremony. It was a cosmic testament to the unifying power of love, crossing the boundaries set by species and stars alike. Their journey didn't end there. Every day on Safiria was a new chapter in their grand narrative, each filled with discoveries that expanded their understanding of both their surroundings and each other. They built a home using a blend of earthly technologies and the organic materials abundant on Safiria, creating a sanctuary that was both innovative and harmonious with nature. This home became a hub, a place where ideas flourished, where dreams were shared, and where their love continued to bloom in unprecedented ways. Their relationship became a beacon of hope, not just for those around them on Safiria, but for the larger community of interstellar explorers who had once doubted the plausibility of such a connection. Messages from distant planets and star systems arrived, filled with tales of inspiration drawn from their story. It was as if their love radiated across the cosmos, shattering preconceptions and encouraging others to break free from the chains of societal norms and prejudices. Laaya's research continued to flourish, her discoveries on Safiria becoming revolutionary contributions to intergalactic botanical science. Grayson's role evolved as well. He became a liaison between various planets, promoting cooperation and unity inspired by the very bond he shared with Laaya. Together, they initiated programs that interlinked various species, fostering understanding and solidarity across the galaxies. Despite the ever-present challenges and the trials that continued to confront them, Laaya and Grayson's will remained unbroken. Their love was a constant force, guiding them through the treacherous terrain of the unknown, illuminating their path with unwavering brilliance. They had started as improbable companions in a universe that thrived on division. Yet, through courage, unity, and the unyielding power of their connection, they had created something beautiful, something enduring. In every corner of Safiria, and indeed across the stars, their story resonated. It became a timeless legend, a cosmic epic that spoke of the convergence of worlds, the bridging of unparalleled distances by the might of true love. The tale of Laaya, Grayson, and Zion was passed through generations, a beacon of hope and resilience that proved love could indeed conquer the vast unknown. As days turned to years, and the seasons of Safiria cycled in their celestial rhythm, Laaya and Grayson found peace in the life they had forged. Their love remained as vibrant and unyielding as the day it had first sparked into existence. Every sunrise brought new adventures, each sunset a reminder of the profound journey they had undertaken. If you liked this story based on real events, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like it. Here you can dive into a different reality every day, where anything can happen. Comment below what kind of story you would like to hear here. Thank you very much for your attention. We are the Sci-Fi family.